You are about to hear me say something that I didn't think I would ever say, and that is the liberals in Minnesota are absolutely correct.
What the hell did you just say?
Those people in Minnesota that are anti ICE, I completely agree with. So listen to your man, Big Brother Tucker, when he says, to all those agents in Minnesota, ICE, get the hell out.
Get your shit! Get your shit and get out!
It's no secret over the past few weeks in Minnesota, there has been a bit of a friction over the past few weeks between the citizens of Minnesota and the federal enforcement arm known as ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
Ice, ice, baby.
It really came to a head with the shooting of her last name is Good. Don't think me callous, or do I don't care. But I know her last name because it's been all over the papers. This was a woman who was shot in response to the attempted vehicular assault of an ICE agent.
Damn.
She tried to run an ICE agent over doing a stop, so she fucked around and she got the worst part of finding out.
That's it.
That may sound callous, but I am very unemotional and unsympathetic when it comes to those breaking the law, particularly those that try to harm law enforcement. My bias in that department is I have family in law enforcement. So yes, when people go after law enforcement, that sets me off. Now with that said, ICE came to Minnesota because the citizens of that state were getting ripped off by an immigrant population, the Somalis.
True that. True that.
Now, by this point, you've all heard about it. A young YouTuber named Nick Shirley brought it to the forefront, but it had been going on for 5, 6 years now. People had been taking advantage of the welfare system, defunding it, defrauding it on different levels. Now, you would think with the amount of money being taken, the seemingly coordinated effort of a particular group of people doing it, that they would welcome federal help in trying to rein this shit in. That's what one would think.
I think that works, Dwayne.
But instead, the citizens of Minnesota are telling the federal government, get the fuck out.
And I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis.
That came from the mayor of Minneapolis himself, and I fully agree. And I'm going to give you two examples of why. One example is this. The headline reads, ICE arrest underdressed Hmong American man inside his St. Paul home over mistaken identity, the family says. This is, of course, from the mainstream media. And being the mainstream media, very liberal leaning part of the mainstream media, this is CBS reporting this. Amid a blare of horns and shouting for witnesses, federal agents removed an elderly Hmong American from his St. Paul, Minnesota home on Sunday. It's the latest in a growing list of incidents where ICE has wrongfully detained an American citizen without presenting charges or an explanation. I did the research on this, of course, And there have been instances where I don't know, I can't say exactly that ICE has arrested the wrong people, but they have arrested them under the wrong circumstances. Paperwork hasn't been updated in the system where they are legally allowed to be here, things of that nature. So what you get when that happens is a lot of tension, a lot of wrongful arrest and detaining. And in this particular situation, ICE moved so quickly that the judge never had a chance to oversee what happened. And they moved that way intentionally. So the judge wouldn't have a chance to say, don't detain him, don't deport him, things of that nature. Is that right? In my opinion, no, it's not. This is definitely an example of misuse of authority when it comes to ICE agents. There have been many other examples. The aggressiveness at which they tend to arrest certain people, the way that they go about doing it, it very much is not with the law as I know and understand it. There is no excuse for that. There is an article where they actually had a Democrat representative say, what needs to happen is everybody needs to step back, take a breath, and calm down. And that individual is absolutely right, because I've seen the way ICE has overly aggressively gone after the wrong people. And again, no excuse for it. Just let me explain to you why I believe they are behaving in such a way.
Please, go on.
In physics, they say every action will create an equal and opposite reaction. And what has happened over the past 4 years during a previous administration was that the influx of immigrants was so strong, so brazen, so aggressive that when those people that are charged with protecting this nation from such an influx of immigrants, when they were finally given permission to do their job after previously being told to stand down, then they went after all immigrants with the same aggressive force that those came in. It's not right. But I do want you to be able to understand. I use the example of being a parent and having multiple children. When it may be one child out of your multiple children that messes up in your home, but you tend to punish everyone. Every now and again, you as a parent will overreact and you'll put everyone on a form of punishment because of the mistake of one. It's kind of human nature. And with that being said, that's what happened here. ICE, in some cases, not all, don't let the media tell you that it's all cases, but in a lot of cases, ICE is simply overreacting by going after immigrants with the same vigor that the immigrants came into this nation. So with that being said, I believe, yes, ICE should leave Minnesota. But that isn't my primary reason for telling ICE to get the fuck out of Minnesota.
Really?
My primary reason is a lot more basic, and it's because of this. ICE officer shoots man after being attacked with shovel during arrest.
Wow. Wow.
That's right. These citizens of Minnesota, Minneapolis in this situation, are physically assaulting federal enforcement officers.
Wow, that's crazy.
The incident unfolded after a Venezuelan national fled from federal officers. When an officer ran after him, the man and 2 other people attacked him.
What kind of shit is that?
What more can be said after that?
Absolutely nothing.
I want ICE to get the fuck out of Minnesota for their own safety, not just the safety of the people of Minnesota. ICE needs to get the fuck out for themselves.
I'll say amen to that.
They're not perfect. No person is, no agency is, but they are there to stop your government, Minnesotans, your state government, from being ripped off by an immigrant population seemingly working in concert.
No, he's got a point.
They are there to stop it. Y'all are there to stop them. It is at that point, I believe, that this administration and the federal government needs to withdraw all its officers.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
They've already withheld federal funding to the Medicaid system, which is where the fraudsters are getting their funds, exploiting the system. So you've already pulled the money, now pull the people, pull your agents. They should not have to be out there trying to save people from themselves that don't want to be saved. If a drug addict hasn't hit rock bottom, there is nothing you can do to get them clean and sober. That's just the way it is.
I mean, that's true.
And that's the situation we have here. Pull your agents out. Let them go home to their families. Send them to places where they are truly needed and wanted. The great thing about this country is that each state has the ability to govern themselves. That's why you have some states that will allow abortions, some states that won't. Some states have state taxes, other states do not. So if Minnesota wants to continually give money, get defunded, get frauded, get fucked out of their funds, and if the people of Minnesota want to keep contributing to that fraud,
Proceed on your way to oblivion.
no need in doing anything else. They don't want you there, federal government, then don't be there. They believe they're fine, then you let them fix this shit on their own. They don't want you. They say they don't need you. And by their actions, trying to run cops over and attacking officers, they damn sure resent you being there. So go home safely, get home to your family, and let them figure this shit out.
So sad. You on your own, JoJo.
That's all I got to say on this particular topic. You know what to do. If you like what you heard, hit that like button. If you like it and want to hear more, click the subscribe button, press the notification bell, and you will know every time that I upload another video. Most importantly, I ask that you please leave a comment. Share me out there. Love me, hate me, agree or disagree. Let's get a conversation going, because that is the most important thing. I thank you for your time. And this is your man, Big Brother Tucker, representing Free Mind Thinkers, reminding you to always stand up, stand out, think differently, and I'll holler.